Good morning. So, I'm on a morning walk, exactly where you should be probably right now before you go to work. But I got a couple things I want to talk about today. Things that have been on my mind, especially from this past weekend. I want to talk about two different types of weight loss, because I meet with two different type of people. I meet with people that are overweight and very active. And I also meet with obese and very overweight individuals who are extremely sedentary, okay? So two different ends of the spectrum. One group, say the overweight marathon runner, or the overweight bike rider, or the overweight person that's visiting your gym or works out excessively and they're still overweight. Now, this is a nutrition issue. This is a calories in issue, quality of food issue, most likely too. But these people are eating too many calories for their activity, for their expenditure. They're overeating, right? Hard to believe that, but they're still overeating with all that activity level. How could they still be overweight? Happens all the time. But then you have that obese person who barely eats and can't seem to lose weight. Now, I've witnessed this past weekend. I was with some people for 2 days straight, and I know for sure that they barely eat. I watched them. Now, they sat on their butt literally for 3 days straight. I couldn't understand how somebody could be so inactive and so sedentary and barely eat. And they were looking at me and my wife like we were crazy, because you know what? I don't eat a ton, but I was eating like 3 meals a day. These are people that are still eating too many calories and they barely eat. It's hard to believe. How could somebody so overweight eat so many little calories? And I meet these people all the time. Don't assume that obese people are eating a ton of food. Now, they're eating too many calories for their activity level, no doubt about it. But how discouraging could it be for someone overweight or obese their entire life and change their quality of food and even sometimes eat less? Because I've got people that have been obese, people that are fasting, and they still can't lose weight. Their one thing for this person, their one thing is not the quality or even quantity of the calorie. It's the activity level. So this person that's overweight and barely eats, their issue is not that they are eating too many calories, but their one thing is movement. They have to get moving. Now, these people are usually people that feel uncomfortable moving because they don't move, right? They're in pain, joint pain. They're obviously deconditioned as can be. They seek a seat. They are seeking a place to plop their butt down. I've seen it. It's amazing to me that they can't even stand up. They can't wait to sit down. They've gotten so good at sitting that when they stand up and move, it's uncomfortable. And like I said, these are people that are still eating too many calories, even though they're not eating very often or very many calories. They're so sedentary, it's too many calories. They still need to eat less. So they have two options. You either eat nothing, right, which is hard for most people to do, or they can eat the same amount of food and get moving more, right? So it's the exact opposite of that overweight marathon runner, right? Those people, they can run further, I guess, run more, but the smarter thing to do would be to eat less calories, eat better quality. So this is a lesson to people out there that are super discouraged and the nothing's working. Instead of focusing on calories, which is what I usually tell everybody to do, it's nutrition first. For some people, it's movement. They've got to get more steps in, man. These are people that sit at a desk all day long. They work out 3 days a week, 3 hours per week. It's not enough movement. These are sedentary individuals, and they still eat too many calories even when they're barely eating. So the key for those types of obese individuals or overweight individuals who can't seem to break through, even though they barely eat, which is extremely discouraging, they have to look at activity level, increasing movement, steps, getting active, 10 minutes every hour, even at work, 10,000 steps per day, along with a 30-minute walk after dinner, along with getting to the gym to get 2 to 3 weight training sessions a week. That's the only way an obese individual who barely eats breaks through. They have to increase movement. Simple. But this is a great learning experience for some people out there that are judging, or people that are super discouraged and eating less. You can't always assume it's calories and only nutrition. You can't. Everybody's different. Never judge a book by the cover. Always dive deep, Sherlock Holmes hat on, and get in. Figure out what you can do. Fitbit, right? Counting steps per day, and walking more throughout the day, every day. That's the only way to break through for these people that are struggling. I got your back.